Jeff, you done shown your ass. Oh my. Cue Tyra Banks.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be very speedy. I know you guys like longer reviews. I just can't do that today, okay? So before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So, Naja and Jeff came back from Casa. They say nothing happened. So we're just gonna have to go with that story for now.
His shirt's ripped.
His shirt is ripped.
Perfect little angels.
That's why we fucking tired, bro, because we ain't getting enough sleep.
From just talking so much.
Personally, I find that hard to believe because they're able to get, you know, pretty full on with other people in the room. So the fact that nothing happened when it was just them, I don't know if I fully believe that, but it is what it is. Jesse says that there are no hard feelings between him and Deb.
I wanted to stay mad at her, but I just couldn't, bro. Like, I shot my shot and I ultimately missed. I'm not mad at her. I don't have any hard feelings for her, but I definitely don't want to ruin the solid foundation that we have built.
One thing about Jesse, he's going to wish this girl well. He's going to wish her well, whether that's with him, without him. And I love that about him, honestly, I really do. It's better without. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they just weren't meant to be. Probably better as friends. But I love that he's always been very supportive of whatever she wants to do. Later on in the episode, I think Deb was like, I need to tell him that, like, I like him a lot and whatever. And I'm just like, so before today, what did you not like him a lot? I'm confused.
I think it honestly put everything into perspective for me and like made me realize that I really, really don't want to lose you. I like you a lot. All that matters right now is that I like you.
Yeah.
And I want to continue with what we have.
So what is this exactly? Like, what has changed? Because to me, the status of you guys is exactly the same before this conversation and after this conversation. It's time for the family visits, and Deb's family is first, and they're really happy with Jesse. Honestly, they say that the last few weeks he's really proved himself. It was her parents and her brother. They're, you know, seeing them puts in perspective who Deb is.
You know, any person or any couple getting together, it's just a matter of communicating, expressing yourself, and being able to share your heart.
Experience emotions just like regular people, but we cannot communicate like regular people. Sometimes that's what makes the emotion communication a little bit difficult, because we don't want to say anything that would put another person in a place that we don't want to put them. So
I'm not fully sure on what Deb's brother was saying. I think it was like, words are hard to say, more so when feelings are involved. If that's what you guys got from it, then cool. If you got something else, please let me know. Because honestly, when they were talking, I was a little bit confused. Jesse's mom and grandmother come up on the screen. And honestly, the way that they talk about him, I'm like, is there more about Jesse that we don't get to see?
You have raised such an amazing son. He has treated me with nothing but kindness, and he has such a genuine, pure heart.
He's just a older, wiser soul.
Yeah, he is.
I ultimately asked her to be exclusive and be my girlfriend, and she said no. And, you know, she wants to see how, you know, we are outside the villa.
Okay.
Of course, it's an edited TV show with a lot of storylines to follow, and every show has a storyboard, and they're trying to push certain narratives. So I understand that. But the way that they were talking about Jesse, I was like, they're making him seem a lot more profound than how he's been portrayed. So I'm like, I wish we got to see more of that. Zeta's brothers and mom are next, and man, they made me want to cry.
Mommy, is this it?
When I chose Jeff at the recoupling, she shut off the telly.
We thought there would be no chance it's over. This is it.
That's what makes this feel like we've been battle tested, and I've never met a girl like Zeta.
They were really hyped to meet Timmy. Honestly though, I wish that they brought up the Bria situation more. Because they're like, yeah, as soon as we saw Timmy, we knew he was going to be the one and da-da-da, whatever. Okay, so then I would like some explanation. Unless it happened and it got edited out, or maybe they were like, we'll save it for later, on the whole Bria situation. If you really were always sold on her, what was that about? Timmy's sister joins and she says that Zeta has the stamp of approval from the family.
Zeta is bringing out a completely different side of you that I haven't seen yet. Almost like a settle down side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy, man.
And that's all we want. We want you to be happy. So I'm so happy that you're happy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Honestly, like, Zeta has been a class act, truly. And anything she's done that was kind of like, was in retaliation. Let's be honest. She didn't give Timmy any reason, as we know, to say anything ill about her. So it makes complete sense that the sister's on board, the family's on board, and let's see if they'll make it work on the outside. Phoebe is next, and she gets a call from her mom and dad.
Did you like my striptease?
When you began your dance at 3 years old, I never knew all those lessons would have ended up in that kind of culmination.
Oh my God. I've always wanted to have this experience and adventure for myself. And like the fact that I always said, like when I turned 21, like I want this and like I'm here and I'm like made it this far. I'm like, what?
So it's all about the game for you. Thank you for confirming what we've been saying for weeks now. Chad's parents predicted that he would be into Phoebe. And honestly, hearing them talk and hearing them talk about Chad and hearing him talk to them, I was like, there's more to Chad as well.
My dad's name is also Tony.
We're Randy and Andy, and you're Tony and Tony.
Whoa, that's crazy. How's it been?
Everything's good. I'm gonna say this: when you first appeared as a Casa Amor girl, and I said, "That's the girl Chad would want."
And they were like, when we were watching Chad and like their Casa Amor, like we wanted you to be with Chad. Oh, no way.
I'm really not liking this trope that they're giving the black guys this season, like these two specifically, Jesse and Chad. If they are more profound people, I would have liked to see that. Then for them to be portrayed as these like dopey, kind of like unserious guys, and that's not really who they are, that's kind of annoying. I can't lie to you. It kind of makes more sense why Mackenzie was saying things like, oh, he's a safe space and he's so intelligent and he's so whatever. Now she was seeing what we were seeing. So I'm like, I still don't understand where you got that from. But now hearing his parents talk, I could see how you would come to that conclusion. Before Isaiah gets to meet Sydney's family, he's nervous about the encounter. Listen, a lesson you learn in life is that every action has a consequence, whether good or bad. And even if you weren't gonna do the whole like family meeting thing, the show was filmed. They were gonna see it. Anyways, when the family came, they didn't even give him any smoke.
He did make a comment regarding Phoebe's natural beauty, but there was no comparison to you. No comparison. I generally felt that you were conflicted in Casa Amor. You came back and you quickly realized you made a mistake and genuine in your apology.
Yes, I was.
Listen, I'm going to withhold what I really want to say because I'm going to sound like a bully. But anyways, even not Sydney's family, Isaiah's family, they didn't really say much. They didn't really like reprimand him at all. Nobody did. Everybody was playing it pretty safe, but they are very fond of Sydney.
She got red hair.
Oh my God! I love it!
Isaiah loves you so much. Like how he looks at you. He really does. Think of her.
Put yourself in her position sometimes.
Isaiah, who do you like the most? Sydney or someone else?
Sydney, of course, Brat.
Yeah!
All I know is my family would have ripped me a new one, okay? They would have said, listen, the way you've been acting, you've been embarrassing us. Can you do better, please? Thank you. That's all I know. The family that I was most excited to see was Jeff's family, and they gave him a little bit of hard truth.
Why are you screaming? Mama.
Hey!
What's up, Mom? I miss you.
No, I ain't saying iffy. I think she a cute woman. I'm kind of, but I want her to be about you, you know, because you're a good dude. You know?
I feel that. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
My dad said he iffy.
Iffy about me? Wait, you have to tell me why.
Dad, tell her, bro.
Yeah,
Go
tell
ahead.
me.
Spill the beans, Dad.
I can take it.
I said I just want to make sure you happy.
I like that they kept it real, but obviously kept it cute. And they're probably, you know, wanting to say more, but couldn't because everybody can hear. Naja's family, they were really receptive to Jeff.
Beautiful couple.
Oh, look at Mama.
Thanks, Mom.
I know you're a great dude, Kev. Trust me. I know you're a great dude, man, for sure.
No, I've talked so highly about every single one of you. Yo primero llegué aquí y yo todavía no sabía qué quería hacer, con quién quería estar. Él fue un amigo antes que fue un amor.
I definitely think it was, it just stems back to Casa Amor, why Jeff's dad felt that way.
That's where you think it started? Really? Okay. So just speeding through the last bit of the episode, there was a dumping and it was up to the couples to decide who was going to go home. So the OGs all voted for Phoebe and Chad, and the other people voted for Jesse and Deb. Now, Jeff was not a fan of that because basically he's like, Deb and Jesse should be farther along than they are right now. And just because we're not OGs doesn't mean our connections aren't strong, right? So a little altercation comes about.
Buddy shit, bro.
Jeff.
Saying buddy, like, he don't see the other side, Deb's side. So that's cool. Y'all do y'all shit, y'all been here 6 weeks. That's just how I feel,
That's
though.
fine, but don't say buddy
But
and
it
put
is
it
some
on.
buddy shit.
That's how you feel.
Two dudes, bro.
That's how I feel.
What you saying?
I talked to Jesse.
What you saying, sir?
We had a
What you saying, sir? What are you doing, sir? What you saying?
What are you doing?
No, what did you saying?
Now, Jeff, you done showed your ass, baby boy. You done showed your ass. Truly. I agree with the sentiment that just because a couple hasn't had the same amount of time does not mean that they're less compatible. But for it to turn into what it did, seriously, it's not that deep. There was something where Nadja was trying to apologize to Timmy for Jeff's actions, and Jeff wasn't a fan of that, so they ended up sleeping in separate quarters. In the morning, she's really lamenting, and she's like, I didn't like how that happened.
Him getting mad that sorry?
No.
Like, what? Now he's worried about Timmy, Zeta. Timmy. What? It feels like I can't even talk to the guys in the villa as friends and we all live together. Jeff, I feel like throughout this entire experience, I have been absolutely nothing but good to you. And you just blew up about me.
I didn't blow up.
Jeff.
You know what a blow up, okay.
It would be fake for me to go into the final four, into the finale, acting like everything's perfect when
So I was not trying to...
I don't think everything's perfect. I just don't think this is right for us right now.
At the end of the day, Nadja was basically saying that the way that he handled things was the last straw for her. And I'm like, see, Nadja, this is the thing that annoys me. Obviously, the way that he handled the situation was piss poor. Piss poor. Okay, Jeff? And we love you over here. You embarrassed us. However, for this to be the last straw, it's clear that there were other things. So I'm like, why when we were constantly saying no, Nadja's not fully into him. There's something missing. She would never say anything. And I know some people are kind of annoyed with Deb, how she constantly brings up there's something missing, but then won't actually articulate what it is. Even same with Serenity, at least we heard that something was missing. But to pretend like everything was hunky-dory and then one little blip happened. Honestly, really, it was little. Compared to Love Island fights in the past, this was a blip, let me tell you. It was kind of like, so why did you wait until this moment to be like, oh yeah, I'm done. This is it. It's final. We knew it wasn't going to be it from jump. And you waited until now? I don't know. But then I'm like, I guess I'm glad that it happened this way because you shouldn't settle. You shouldn't settle. If you knew something was wrong, this is the best time. If you, like I said before, if you cannot make it work in Utopia, it's just not going to work. That's what I believe. Y'all can think differently, but that's what I believe. So if he's messing up in here, I feel like it would only be heightened on the outside. So good on her for saying, no, I've had enough. I'm moving on. Also, somebody DM'd me earlier this morning, and Tiger Lily, if you guys remember, I never referred to her by her real name. I called her Dimples. She was the lady who was the CEO of her company, and she was getting along with Jeff for a little bit. She had a lot to say, and I'm going to input the photo here of the things that she said. And I'm like, dang, when you consider the way that Jeff went out and the things that now Tiger Lily is saying, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that what she's saying is truth. Honestly, Jeff's got a script, and you guys have been pointing it out for a while. He's got a script. He seems more sexually charged than looking for something real. And even my friend this morning was saying he kind of plugs and plays women. So he has an impression of like the things he wants to say or the person he wants, but he's going to make every woman feel like they're that person. And even the way that he was really like rooting for Phoebe in the Casa, oh man, she's something different, she's something else, whatever. It's like he leads through like his desires rather than looking at actual compatibility and is this worth it. There were times where he was saying, Isaiah, don't miss something good with something new, which is true. But yeah, hearing what Tyler Lily had to say, seeing how Jeff went out, it's sad. I'm gonna see how he's gonna do damage control at this point, because baby, it is not looking good. As always, guys, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are almost at the end. I think we've got one more episode. They don't really do reunions like that, so we're probably not gonna get one, but stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.